Um, okay. If you are in a season of depression where even eating feels like too much, this is a video for you because I'm going to share 5 things from my own personal experience that has helped me significantly, and including the one mistake that people do that will actually prevent them from getting out of this funk. Let's do it. I just went through this very challenging season where life was lifing. Let me tell you, I lost 6 pounds that I could not afford to lose. I lost 6 pounds. Just to be transparent, I have had a really rough last couple months. I haven't been eating well. I haven't been having enough protein. I see it in my hair. I see it.
You're
I feel
lower
it.
than when we started.
Yeah. It's just, life is hard. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm sad. But I'll get back. Like I'm starting to slowly come back. I stopped going to the gym. I was going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, 2 of those with my trainer. And when that transition happened, I just fell off hard. I fell off hard. And so the only times that I was going to the gym was with my trainer twice a week, which was so incredibly helpful. But I'll touch more on that later. But I just want to say that I needed to step back. Like, I needed that to happen because I gave myself grace and compassion. I let myself kind of bed rot and cry and just go through the motion because this is part of the human experience. It's feeling all of that, right? All of the anger, the sadness, the bitterness, whatever comes up for you, right? So for me, it was sadness and grief. What I'm going to share aren't necessarily tips that are going to fix you, but they're tips that are going to help support you if you're feeling down, if you're feeling like you're struggling. So here are 5 things that helped me move through that season with grace. Tip number 1, this is the most important. The most important, I cannot stress this enough, to buy a meal plan of some sort. So when I'm stressed, depressed, the first thing that goes away is my appetite. I lose my appetite and I do not eat. No tengo ganas a comer. Like, I'm hungry, but I don't have the will to eat. And this also goes for the people that do the opposite. When they're stressed, they overeat and they binge eat and they snack. Okay, this goes for you guys too, because when you invest in a meal plan, you have a set, okay, this is what I'm going to eat, how many times a day, how many times a week, that sort of thing. So whether you're under eating or overeating, your body needs nourishment. Food is medicine. Number 1, food is medicine. That's where we start, baby. For me, I had no motivation to eat. I had no motivation to cook. And then on top of having ADHD, you have like that executive dysfunction. It just makes it even more harder. And so I was like, okay, I just took away the thinking. I had to do something. So Whole Foods has options. They have this meal plan that is $26.99 and it serves a family of 4. So 4 servings. And so when you divide that, it ends up being around almost $7 a meal. And it has everything you need, protein, fat, and carbs. So you'll see options like salmon, chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans, sweet potatoes, things like that. And so that is a great option because you don't have to think, you just have to heat it up and eat. That's a great option, but I tried something new recently, and it's a local Houston business called Pump and Crunch. Not getting paid for this. I genuinely like their food. I just brought out a couple to show you guys. So steak Cobb salad, this has 42 grams of protein. This is crazy. Look how dope that is. Look at that. Mama. Mama. What else? Mediterranean beef bowl. They make all their sauces. So potato, beef, cucumber. I don't know how to pronounce that. Tzatziki sauce? Tzatziki? Greek yogurt, cucumber, garlic, lemon, dill. So that's 26 grams of protein. Fire. Okay. Check this out. So they're little protein balls. They're so cute. My favorite, I would say the birthday cake. I don't know if this is on your TikTok for YU page, but like whimsical. We got to be more whimsical.
And some of y'all need more whimsy. You got to be more whimsical.
Heat it and eat it. That's all you got to do. Purchase a meal plan. That way you don't have to think about it. Heat it and eat it. Heat it and eat it. You have to go back to the basics, and food is number one. Absolute. Like when I work with my clients, regardless of what they come to me for, hormones, mental health, gut health, anything, we always start with food. Tip number 2, hire a personal trainer. Let me tell you about my trainer, Diana. Yes, queen. OG, the GOAT, greatest of all time, H-Town's finest. Let me tell you this. First off, I just want to shout out all the people that started going to the gym because they were depressed. Giving you guys your flowers because I could not have done that. I'm just keeping it real. Sending you flowers. I was already actively going to the gym. I want to say like a little over a year with my personal trainer. I was consistent with her for about a year, and then life hit me hard. And that's where I kind of dropped. I was still going to our sessions though. That's the thing, because I invested in her. I was committed to her and myself. And I was paying her, right? Like you're because you invested and because you paid money into a service, the chances of you going are going to be much higher, right? And so I showed up. I still showed up. I showed up sad, but I showed up, girl. I'm just going to keep it real. If I didn't have that already in place, I probably would have not gone to the gym. I would have made all the excuses. I would have stayed in bed, everything under the sun. So that's my second tip. Move your body. It is so, so good for your mental health. Move your freaking body, okay? As a nurse, I love my evidence-based research. Exercising reduces negative mental health days by 43%. That is significant. That is significant. So move your body. And if you can't afford a trainer, there are so many videos online, so many YouTube videos. Just start somewhere. Move your body. Just move your body. Tip number 3, find ways to make getting ready easier. Now, for me, that was getting a Drybar membership. If you're not familiar with Drybar, it's a salon. It's all over the United States. There's going to be one near you. You can make an appointment and drop in. You don't have to have a membership. I go twice a month. They shampoo your hair, they wash it, they blow dry it, they style it, and it's a good 45 minutes depending on your hair length. In a low season, even washing your hair feels like a chore. It does. And so what this does is this helps take away some of that pressure and time. And when you leave there, you feel like a model. And I just got it done today actually for this video. You see that? Having someone else do that for me just, it really helped, and it makes you feel good, right? Like when you look good, you feel good. So add a little makeup on, put a cute outfit on, and that just instantly will boost your mood. Tip number 4, volunteer. Yeah, volunteer. So healing is not meant to happen in isolation. Healing is meant to happen in community. Volunteering is incredibly helpful because it gives you something to show up for. So what I started doing is volunteering at my church as a greeter or helping with the kitchen once a month, where we feed teens who are struggling with homelessness, specifically with the LGBTQ community. And I am thinking about volunteering for like this garden club that's around here, so I will keep y'all updated. Yeah, it brought me back to connection. There's so many wonderful organizations that you can choose from, and yeah, that's another great tip that I have. Tip number 5. I got 5 on it. Okay. Tip number 5. Here we go. This actually might be the first, but actually, yeah, this is the first, but I'm not switching things around. This is actually really important. Find a professional to speak to. When I say this is, yes, we have friends and family that I have a wonderful support system, let me tell you. I love my support system. However, I don't overload them. A lot of what I'm carrying is heavy, and that is not fair for me to unload on them frequently. Like, that's just something that we are all navigating something. We are all carrying something heavy. And although we can be there for one another and offer support, a hug, a shoulder to cry on, like, that's all great. But what I'm saying is that we cannot hold everything. We have to be very careful and gentle about how much we're sharing, because what can happen is we expect that person to react a certain way or say the right things, and they're just humans at the end of the day, right? And so they're not professionals. So speak to a professional. Find a therapist if you don't have one, or find a coach. I have both. So shout out to my coach, Karina, and my therapist, can't say her name, but they have been wonderful. And I will say, for me, gosh, especially my coach. Like, I have been with her for a couple years now, and she really does hold space for me. Like, she really sees my blind spots. I've cried so much with her and I feel so safe with her. And I think that's important, to find someone that you can really just unload, and they're able to carry that, right? I'll share a short clip of what a coaching experience can look like.
You're expressing surrender and trust for this being part of the story. How did you get here? How did you do that?
I showed up for the work. I showed up. Every single session I've showed up, being open-minded and open-hearted to the deep questions that you've asked me, and I did the work. I sat with it. Community.
Mm.
Having my community, my support group, just believing in myself.
May I reflect a couple things? You have been building your own self-trust, going to Hawaii for a retreat, coming to Pennsylvania for a retreat, and there were barriers to everything that you've done along the way. The psychedelics, the ketamine,
Mm.
the people who belong in your life and the people who don't know, who no longer belong in your life. So, yes, you're showing up to the calls. Yes, you're doing the work, but what is the work? And the work has been over time. You just keep following the nudges and you don't let things get in your way, including finances.
Mhm.
You still go to the places you know you're supposed to be, in the rooms you're supposed to be in,
Yeah.
despite this gray cloud that's been hanging around. And so what I've seen is you continually following these nudges and saying yes to yourself and things that support your personal growth. And now here you are with this huge thing, like you said, the storm's here, right? The gray cloud has been hanging out. The storm's here now. And during all of this, you've slowly been building trust in God and trust in your path by saying yes to what has been in service and no to the things that haven't.
I'm prepared. I'm
I would
prepared.
I would say so.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Is it, I believe, the buffalo that runs towards the storm?
Ooh.
You can carry the spirit of the buffalo with you as you run towards the storm. I think it's because they get through it,
Mm.
right? They, instead of running away from it, they can get through it
Yeah.
if they run at it.
Yeah. Do you remember when I said on our first call this year, you said, "What's my word of the year?" I said, "I don't have a word, I have a phrase." And I said, "I'm going to be a animal." Yeah, that just went up a notch. It can get pretty amazing and pretty deep. And so having someone like that in your corner, that's everything. Okay, here's the one thing that I removed completely from my life, which has catapulted me forward into healing. It has, and you're not gonna like it. Alcohol, alcohol. Blame it on the goose. Blame it on the Henny. Blame it on the. Got you feeling dizzy. Alcohol. Wow. Like, why? No. When I knew I was hitting a wall, I cut it out. I was like, nope, no, sir, you do not serve me. No more mezcal margaritas for me with sal de gusano on the rim and orange slices. No more, ma'am. No more of the wonderful white Chardonnay on a sunny day. Absolutely not. Go away with the extra dirty martini and blue cheese. F off. Say no to a nice cold beer after some yard work. Absolutely not. I do not want a guava martini made with fresh ingredients. Get out of here. A bourbon and Coke by the fireplace? Get real. Get out of my face with that. I love alcohol. I do. But in all seriousness, alcohol is such a low vibration. It's highly inflammatory. It's disruptive to your mental health, your gut. It does more harm than good. Actually, it does most harm. So in a season when you're already low, it's just gonna drag you, girl. It's just gonna drag you. I owe it to myself. I honor myself. I respect myself. I love myself enough to take that out of my life because it's not serving me right now. Right now. I don't see myself being sober forever. I don't know. Maybe that happens. I hope not. But right now, it's out of my life and I feel freaking good. I really do. I'm not just saying that. I feel really good. I feel really clear-minded. I feel strong. Also, alcohol does slow down your muscle growth. So these gains, baby. Yeah, it's just not a vibe when you're sad, right? Because I know if I had like one sip of wine, even if I was with my girlfriends at lunch, the water works. 3, 2, 1, it's happening. Like, I would be very emotional. You guys know, I'm not the only one. You get very emotional, like just excessively emotional. And it's like, you're already handling that sober. Like, just let your body do your thing. Like, let yourself feel without the theatrics. Am I right? And that's a wrap. That's a wrap, folks. If you're in a season like this, you don't have to be perfect. There are ways to help support you. And so those are my 5 tips. There's a lot more that I can share, but I just wanted to keep it short and sweet and cute. Those are my 5 tips. Give yourself grace and just start where you are. Have compassion with yourself. You can have your days of like trash TV and bed rotting. It's okay, but don't get stuck there. I actually want to hear from you guys. Like, I actually want to hear from y'all. So if you have any tips, if someone is in a depressive state, what are your tips? Give me your 5 tips. Drop them in the comments. They can be similar to what I shared. They can be different. Let's hear them, because the more the better. The more information and advice that we give one another, the better that is, right? So mental health is really hard. And so if we're able to help one another out, that's beautiful. I will see you at the next video. Bye.